starting. Perfect. So welcome to our dinner time class today, even though it's like lunchtime in Spain. So today we'll be talking about different types of food. There's some activities here I have for some little notes about future classes, all right? And that's from a previous class. So let's see here. Let me just get this out. It'll be a little bit easier. My little notes about class today. So first I wanted to start out with food in general. What do you like to eat? What's common in your country? Things like that. We'll get to know things a little bit better. But before I ask you to that, well, Ken had asked me prior to class starting, what is typical American food? And I said, well, there's American food is a big, there's a lot of things involved. And so we have, Italian food is now our food too, Mexican food, Pakistani food, all these different kinds of food are kind of adopted because the United States is a big mix of people, cultures, heritage, etc. So it was a good question, but it's also challenging. For example, if I had to think about something that I really love is the summer, because I normally go home in the winter, and I miss eating like corn on the cob, hamburgers, things on the grill, things like that. But also in the winter, my mom's food, the way that she cooks. So, but really good hamburgers is something that I definitely enjoy when I'm home. So that's one thing. But so do either of you, Rocky or Ken, have any questions about American food that I can try and answer? And then we'll get to each one of you about food in your country, okay? So any questions?
Question about American food, you mean?
Yeah, sure. Or I'm in Spain now too, so you can ask me.
Yeah, there's two types of pizza, right? And Chicago style and New York style. I forgot which is thicker. Which is
Probably Chicago. Chicago's got a really, really thick crust, and it's super good.
Okay.
The New York style pizza, I guess I never really realized that was super important, but yeah. But Chicago has the deep dish, we call that.
Right.
Deep dish. Okay. Yeah, so that's true. Okay. Any other questions?
Also, here in the supermarket, I often buy a kind of packaged food,
Mm-hmm.
But in American supermarket, same thing is available, or only the TV dinner is available?
No. We have like everything. There's TV dinners, which are the frozen ones, and there's packaged foods as well. To ramen noodles are very popular for, for college kids, we'll say. A lot of boxed food, to tell you the truth. Like, for example, for Thanksgiving, we eat stuffing. Okay, and stuffing is what goes inside the turkey. And it's prepackaged, and so you have all of the ingredients. Maybe you have to add water or something like that, but it's all like there. And so I think that's become pretty popular. For example, macaroni and cheese, it comes in a box, but literally it's just like powdered cheese sauce and some noodles, like just pasta, regular pasta. So if you think about it, it's really not anything super crazy, but it's in a box. All you need to do is add a couple other ingredients that are liquid, and then you have your meal. So I think those things are popular now. But on the other hand, I'm also thinking that, there's this huge health craze now. Everyone wants to be healthy, be fit. Those things are becoming unpopular for, some people, not everybody. And more organic or, food is becoming more popular. So, like, in any other country, you cannot stereotype the United States. There's just too many people, too much going on. So maybe, you can stereotype one person pre-boxed foods or prepackaged, and then the other side is super organic, healthy, vegan, whatever. So we have everything. Yeah. So good question. And it looks like Peter has joined us. That's great. Peter, can you go ahead and type where you're from in the box, please? If you see the chat box, that'd be great. And so basically, Peter, today we're talking about different foods. Right now we're focusing, excuse me, on me and my culture from the United States and from Serbia. Okay, well, very nice to meet you. We'll get to you in a second here. But for now, you know, and in Spain, it's completely different. We eat a lot of seafood here. You know, I mean, it's basically an island, and we're basically surrounded by water. And so we eat lots of seafood. However, there are a lot of fried things too, which you wouldn't think, but a lot of fried fish. So, you know, everyone's like, oh, the Mediterranean diet is so healthy. Well, it doesn't have to be either. So you get a little bit of everything. There's lots of salads and fruits and things like that too. So it's just different. So I'm going to mention one difference between maybe the United States and Spain, and then I'll ask Ken to start off the conversation about, you know, food in your country. For example, milk is really popular, at least in Wisconsin. And so here, when I get to Spain, first their milk is different, but they don't drink it for regular, you know, lunch and dinner and breakfast and everything. So, you know, they'll drink water more commonly, or Coca-Cola, you know, so a soft drink, soda, but also beer, can be non-alcoholic beer or wine. It's, you know, socially acceptable to drink alcohol during the day, whereas in Wisconsin, I personally wouldn't do it. I don't think it's very common. So that's kind of my question too, is what differences about what's a normal drink for you? I mean, what do you normally drink for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Okay, so I'll write that in the chat box. But Ken, why don't you go ahead and start off by telling us what's common in your country? Tell us where you're from, things like that. Okay.
About drink?
Well, I mean,
Drinking?
that's my personal question. Yeah, about what you normally drink, what's normal, but also about your food and what's common, what you normally eat, things like that. Okay.
I see. Okay. Actually, current Japanese food is pretty diverse, like American food. You know, a lot of different type of food are eaten here, and so, oh, oops. And yeah, anyway, so traditional Japanese food, which means, you know, raw fish, sushi kind of thing, but it used to be a special food in special occasion actually. But nowadays it's almost like a fast food. Yeah, but anyway, it became cheaper. But also Italian restaurants are very popular. Italian food is very popular. Italian food is very popular, and American hamburger also popular. Also curry and rice is very popular, I think. Yeah, so Chinese food are popular, and yeah, a lot of different food are eaten in Japan nowadays. And talking about drinking, my beverage habits. In the morning, I drink liquid yogurt and and Earl Grey tea. I like Earl Grey flavor, especially in the morning. And during the daytime, I drink green tea or 1 cup of coffee uh, and water. You know, I regret myself drink coffee, 1 cup of coffee in a day, because sometimes over drinking coffee make me sick. So yeah, and I rarely drink alcohol actually, because my body is not so strong for alcohol. I'm pretty easy to be drunk, so. And after that, I feel sick, so I don't drink so much, so not every day, or maybe once a week or something like that. Yeah, that's my comment.
Okay, well, very good. I mean, it's just different, you know, everyone's different, and what's normal for you is different, you know, to me and different to everybody else in this group today. So thank you, Ken, for sharing. I'd like to ask Rocky to go next. We'll go in order that everyone came in. Okay. So Rocky, if you'd like to do the same thing, tell us where you're from and a little bit about what's typical to eat for you and things like that, and about the drink. I'm really curious about what's normal to drink for each meal, okay?
Lots of water.
Lots of water. I'm sure it's hot. Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Rocky.
Like to eat beverages like a soft drink and like alcohol. So I just survive on water because it's good for your health, and it has so many beneficial points. If you're drinking too much water, so it's good, guess, because I guess if you are addicted of drinking beverages like other kind of soft drink and like some kind of mm, what we say like alcohol, it's very harmful for your body. So especially I prefer water rather than drink other things. And I would like to mention coffee because coffee is my favorite one. It's very good for your heart, and like it is said because and it's also helpful for your like for if for diabetic patients. Like I read in like in one magazine, like health magazine, it is said that coffee could be helpful for those people they have diabetes. Yeah. So I guess it's better than a tea. Yeah. So I would like to prefer coffee uh, rather than other drinks. And as far as
Rocky, can I ask? Sorry, can I ask one
yeah, yeah,
question? Did they
yeah,
say
sure.
why? I
Mhm.
mean, it has to be diabetics without adding sugar to their coffee, I'm guessing. But if you could, actually, I'm
Uh,
interested in that. So,
yeah, like I guess it's a kind of a different coffee they grow and is available in market, and it's very good for diabetic patient. I mean, actually I didn't get like deep depth uh, like information about it, but yeah, I might know about it. Yeah, it's possible and it's very good. Yeah, like that. And as far as concerned about food, I'm a lacto vegetarian, as you know, and really I eat like veggies, like vegetables, all of them. Like I don't have any allergy with any kind of like vegetables. I can eat each and every vegetables, and I love them, and especially like green salad. I prefer because it's very good for our health. It has very good like minerals, protein, nutrients, like etc. etc. So it can helpful for your body, and there is one research about like how you can look like uh, youngest, like younger than other people. Um, like if you're eating like raw cooked food, uncooked food, like vegetables, you can look more glowing. You can look more younger than other people. Rather than those people, they have been eating cooked food. Like the packed food, the cooked food. So it's very good. I guess like it's a very good information, and I followed that thing in my life. Right,
okay.
and
Well,
I can't tell anything about like non-veg because it's not my cup of tea. But yeah, I have some kind of questions, especially I wanted to ask you in the first place, especially like because in America, people are crazy about the hamburgers and hot dogs. So especially the two things I would like to ask you if you have a time then, how many times of hamburgers and like hot dogs you guys oftenly used to like
Well, I mean, I think everyone's different, but I think it would just be like, any other food. I mean, let's have hamburgers tonight, and then maybe the next week, like later in the week, I don't know, it's like eating lasagna one day. If you have leftovers, sure, let's eat it the next day. But we don't eat it like every day, basically. I think maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that is normal for my family. We always ate a lot of chicken. Chicken we probably ate 3 to 4 times a week, and then the other days, we obviously about 3 or 4 days, we would eat red meat. So it just depends.
and how about the processed meat, like a processed uh, a kind of meat and foods, and like it's like, because I read an article in BBC, and they told that processed food could be harmful for you, because contains some kind of chemicals, and they are
Mm-hmm.
very highly harmful. They could be harmful for your body. And one more
Mm-hmm.
thing I want to say, because it contained too much salt, and salt is a kind of sodium. So if we are eating sodium, it can be a problem for our our arteries and veins, especially for those people they heart disease, like,
Mm-hmm.
because sodium is responsible for your blood pressure. So if you're eating too much salt, so it can be harmful for
Mm-hmm.
you. Like, because our
Well,
body requirement is just like like not too much. The pinch of salt is enough for our
mm-hmm.
body. But now people are eating too much salts, because
Mm-hmm.
their lifestyle. So it could be harmful.
Well,
Yes.
going back to the chemicals and processed foods and things like that. Yeah, I can definitely understand. I've seen things as well. Basically, they say it's such a small amount that it can't hurt you. Okay, I understand, but yes, you shouldn't put chemicals in food. That things that are poisonous probably shouldn't enter into our bodies. And then the other topic about salt is, I mean, everyone wants to eat food that tastes good, and salt adds flavor, just intensifies the flavor. So I'm sure, I mean, I never ate a lot of salt lately. I would say in the last couple months I've been adding more salt to things because, hey, that tastes a lot better with salt. So, I mean, but yeah, I understand. I mean, salt can be dangerous, but everyone needs sodium as well, because as you commented before about drinking water, I mean, if you drink too much water, you can basically, clean out all of your minerals and vitamins, and you need to go to the hospital. So you need sodium as well. So it's just finding that balance, and maybe you need more sodium than me. I don't know. So I think that just depends on the person too. I think more things are becoming known because of the technology and the internet. Something happens, and then in 2 seconds, the whole world knows. So I think people are just more aware of it now, and we know more about the health risks than before. I think that's basically the only difference, but that's only my opinion. However, I would like Peter to comment, if that's okay. Do you feel like talking? So we know you're from Serbia. You told us that. That's great. Welcome to Intanga as well. And so, Peter, if you would like to talk about typical Serbian food, if that's okay.
Okay, of course.
Great.
So what I can say, in Serbia is really common to eat roll of past, if I say correct, I don't know, for breakfast. It's really common, and I also do that, and we do that with yogurt usually. So that is common breakfast in Serbia. About drink, I can say I can say only for me. I drink only water for meal, but on other people, I don't know. drink everything, you know, Coca-Cola, alcohol, whatever. But in our family, we drink only water for meal. So usually milk and yogurt, what we drink, and water. And what I can say more, I don't know. what would you like to know?
Maybe the important food groups, you know, like you were saying before, something that's very typical. For example, here in Spain, seafood is very popular, different types and things. So maybe what's local for you?
Yeah, as I said, we eat a lot of pasta. So and that is what we do. Also, is pork is very popular here. A lot of people eat pork, chicken, of course. So I don't know. Seasoned fruits, so like apple, banana. I don't know. So that is all what I can say. I don't know.
Okay, well, that's perfectly fine. That's great. Like I said, I've never been to Serbia either. Well, or Japan or India. So that's fine. So good. Thank you for sharing those comments. What we can do now is I have a little reading that I will show you all, and then we'll do a couple questions with that. So let me just double check everything's set for this. Okay, perfect. So this is this. All right, screen share. Lots of things to do here. Okay. And now it's not showing up. Okay, so I might have to do this a little differently than I wanted. I don't know why it's not showing up here. All right, so not ideal, but let me I'll share my entire screen and then I'll bring that up. So just a second. Okay, so you can all see this now?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks, Ken. Okay, great. So actually, if each of you would like to read a paragraph, that would be perfectly fine. Okay. I'm almost wondering, you probably can't see the very... All right, can you see everything now? Hopefully it's not too small. Does that work for everybody, that size?
Yes. Also,
Okay.
now, it's only this way, So sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes button appears.
Okay. Okay, great. So I need to stay on this page. Perfect. Okay. Well, Ken, as long as you're unmuted, maybe, can you please read the first paragraph?
Okay. Three friends, Diane, Alex, and Jane, had made a booking at 8 p.m. that evening at the new restaurant in town. Oops. They had heard that the restaurant because had a varied drinks menu, and that the place was modern and close to where they lived.
Okay, good. Peter, would you like to read this second paragraph, please?
Of course. When they arrived, the waiter showed the party of three to their table by the window. On the way out, something terrible happened. Dane tripped and fell into another table, knocking over the wine glass. Thankfully, there was only water in the glass. Diane said sorry to other guests and quickly joined her two friends on their table.
All right, thank you. And Rocky, can you read the next part, please? Rocky, are you still there? Do you want to read? Hello, Rocky? Okay, well, maybe I'll read this then. Okay, so when they were all sitting at their table, Alex commented on how dirty the tablecloth was. Okay, they asked for it to be changed. The waitress changed it happily. The friends asked to see the menu, but tonight it was too expensive for them, so they asked to see the set menu. This was also not what they had expected. It was very boring. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to the next page here, and this is their set menu. And let me see. Rocky disappeared, right?
Maybe disconnected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. No, if I put this on the screen with all of you, then it just gets, you see it like 1,000 times. So that's fine. Ken, why don't you go ahead and read the menu, okay?
Okay.
Paragraph below.
Okay. Hoops, starters, salad, main course, pasta, dessert, desserts, ice cream, 20 euros maybe. When their food arrived, after an hour, the three friends realized that there wasn't any cutlery, and they couldn't start eating. This is the last time we'll be coming here, Jane said to her friends. They all agreed and left the restaurant without eating anything.
Uh-oh. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let me get to the next one here. I'm going to skip this one, but I do like this one. Okay. So either one of you can answer.
May I ask a question
Yeah.
about kind of this? Dessert is a dessert, not dessert.
Yeah.
Dessert, yeah, right?
Dessert.
Dessert.
Because the other is desert with one S.
Okay.
Okay, so
Dessert.
dessert.
Okay. Dessert.
Good question. Perfect. Okay, so it says, why weren't the friends happy? How do we know they weren't happy and what happened? Either one of you can answer.
Maybe the restaurant, as a restaurant, didn't prepare properly actually. Maybe tablecloth is dirty or some. I forgot the word, but starting something else. So technically, they don't want to eat there. Yeah, any country. There wasn't any country.
So, well, I think the problem started over here. Well, first, one of them had knocked into a table, knocking over the wine glass. That wasn't necessarily why they were upset, but so the first thing that happened is the tablecloth was really dirty. Okay, so there's a series of events that happens here. So the waitress changed it. Then they got to see the other menu. Well, this menu was too expensive for them. Okay, and then they had to look at the other menu, the set menu, and then they didn't have any cutlery. So, so there's a lot of things that are happening here, basically, and they just weren't happy, and they had to wait an hour for their food. So it's a little ridiculous. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, so we went over those, which is fine. So in this one, I might have to make this a bit bigger, right? Can you see everything? The last cutlery here, can you see this on the screen? Okay, and menu over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can see.
Fantastic then, great. So why don't we, well, I'll read these and then you can tell me which one this goes with. Okay, so for example, the instruments you need to help you eat your food. And now you can tell me which one from the list it is, okay?
11.
So what do we think?
11.
11, yep. Perfect. Cutlery, that's...
Cutlery. Can you say me a correct pronounce of that word?
Yep, cutlery.
Cutlery. Cutlery. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Good. My next question, well, the next question is the biggest plate of food you eat in a restaurant. Any ideas?
Main course?
Yep, main course.
Main
So this
course.
isn't necessarily referring to the actual physical plate, but the meal that you're eating, okay? Because here it says the smallest plate of food at the beginning of the meal.
The starter, 8, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Very good. Excuse me. And a group of people.
33.
Wow, you're so smart, Ken. That's great. Because I didn't almost accidentally say that. Okay, good. A receptacle that holds alcohol made from grapes.
Yeah. Wine.
Wine glass.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, receptacle. Yeah.
Yep, number 4. It's a wine glass because the receptacle is like the container or something like that. So container could be a different word for this. Good. Okay, the reservation you make at a restaurant.
Booking the one.
That's great. Thank you. Booking. The next is a list of drinks you can choose from.
Menu. Drinks menu.
I'm sorry?
Actually. Drinks menu
There
too.
you go. Very good. Drinks menu. That's perfect. And now we have the white material on your restaurant table.
Tablecloth.
Perfect.
5.
And then the next one is the list of food you get in a restaurant.
Menu, 6.
Very good. The list of dishes. The list of food. Menu. Okay.
Set menu, I think.
Okay, yep. Sorry. The list of dishes you can order together. I didn't even finish it. Yes, this set menu. Very good. And the last one is the food that you can get at the end of a meal.
Dessert, 10.
There you go. Ken, you want to pronounce that?
Dessert.
Yep, very
Dessert.
good. Perfect. Okay. So let me just check this one. Okay, so this is about booking a table. And so I'm going to do this. Yes. Okay, so actually, this is great that I have 2 of you. Rocky's not back, is he?
Yeah, I'm back.
Rocky, hi. Sorry, I'm not looking at this. Okay, well, that's fine.
Sorry. It was my internet problem. I got lost.
Well, I'm glad that you're found now, so I'm glad you're not lost anymore.
I can't do anything if I have an internet problem.
Right. No, that's normal. So what we can do is maybe, Rocky, you can help me by reading this, okay? These are just different conversations, okay? And so what we can do is just read it basically, all right? So this is about booking a table, reserving a table, okay? So Rocky, why don't you be A and I'll be B, for example, for this one, okay?
Hello, I would like to book a table for a party for tomorrow, please.
Okay, what time?
It's 7 o'clock, okay?
Yes, absolutely. What name shall I put the booking under?
Walter White.
Okay, Walter White, party of 4 at 7 p.m. tomorrow. See you then.
Thanks. See you then.
Very good. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so these are questions that we can ask about ordering drinks or food. All right, so Ken, would you read about ordering drinks? And then Peter, you can read about ordering food, okay?
Okay. Ordering drinks. What would you like to drink? I'd like a glass of red wine, please. Anything else? No, that's all for now. Thanks.
Very good, thank you, Ken. And now, Peter, you can read part 3 about ordering food, okay?
Okay. Ordering food. What can I get you to start? I'd like the fish, please. And for mains, the pizza, please. And for dessert, I will order later. Okay, great, thanks.
Very good. So any questions here with any of these conversations? And I'll just move this back here to see if you have any
Is it
questions.
understandable? Is it understandable for you when we read?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, nice.
Yep, no problem there. All right. So good, let's go to this page. Okay, so for ways of asking for the bill, okay? And the bill can be the check. You can say it a couple different ways, okay? So the first one says, can I get the bill or check, please? And the second says, could you bring me the bill or check, please? Do you see any difference between these two questions?
Yes.
What?
One sentence is not a polite way to ask with someone, and the second one is a polite, I guess.
Yeah. Are there any other differences? Okay.
Let me
I think
see.
subject is different. First sentence, I is the subject, and second sentence, you is the subject.
Very good. Yep, the first one's very colloquial. It's slang. Can I get the bill, please? You know, we always say please, so that's good to add. So you're focusing on yourself in the first one. The next one is, could you bring it to me, basically? Can you get it for me? Okay. So yes, the subject is different, and the second one is definitely more polite. Okay. Any questions here?
Which is more common to say in America?
This depends which restaurant you go to, but I would say the first one. I mean, if you're at a normal restaurant, nothing fancy, I would say the first one. The second one, if you're at a more formal place.
Kind of very posh restaurants or something like that. Okay.
Or just one that, you know, that doesn't just serve hamburgers, for example. I don't know. It doesn't, I mean, you can say the second one, could you bring me the check, please, at any restaurant. But the first one is a little bit more, you know, how do I say it? Informal, basically. Okay.
But it's common, right?
Absolutely. If you really want to make it short, just say bill, please, or check, please. All right, then you don't have to worry about grammar and all that stuff. All right, good. Well, let's go to this one. Did you know differences? So bill is British English and check is American English. Now, I'm going to disagree with this because check is C-H-E-C-K, okay? This is actually the British spelling of the word, okay? So this is not necessarily perfect in my mind. And bill, you know what? I would use either one. So I don't think that really matters to me personally, okay? So we'll, okay, well, we can kind of fill in the blanks here, okay? So, well, Rocky read that before. Well, I guess we can all just kind of say it. I'll go ahead and read, and then whatever you think the correct word is, you can say it, okay? So A says, hello, I'd like to
book.
Very good. Book reserve. Book was the original one, which is fine. A table for a party of 4 tomorrow, please. B says what?
Time would like.
What time? Yeah. Or you can add more. What time would you like to eat dinner? That's fine. Okay, then is 7 o'clock okay? Yes, absolutely. What name shall I put the under?
Walter White.
That's the next line. What about this blank here?
Name? Name.
No, what name
Okay.
shall I put the under?
Oh, okay, name.
We already have name. I'm
Yeah.
sorry?
Yeah, I just yeah, confused.
That's okay.
I'm also not sure what,
You're
what
not sure?
need to
What?
put here.
If I'm correct, it's table.
Table under.
Table.
I'll double check, but let's do the last one first. So the name is Walter White. Then it says, okay, Walter White.
For tomorrow?
Walter White.
Party of 4. There you go, Ken. Get party of 4 at 7 p.m. tomorrow. See you then. Thanks. See you then. So let's get back to the other one. I'm pretty sure it's table. Ah, the booking.
Booking.
Well, that's okay. All right.
And
And there should be. Here we go. Good. So this is the next one. So what about ordering drinks? Ken, this is the part you had read. What
drink?
What would you like to drink? What
would you like to drink? Very good. I'd like a glass of red
wine.
Wine, please. Perfect. Anything
Else?
else? Very good. No, that's all for
asking.
No.
No.
For now. That's
For
all
now. Yeah, very good. That's all for now. Thanks. Very good.
Ordering.
Rocky, do you have a question?
No. I was thinking. I was just racking my brain.
Okay, that's fine. All right. So, what about this next one about ordering food? What can I get you to?
To eat. What can I get you
to eat? Yeah.
Like
B, I'd like the fish.
Fish pot. No.
Fish freeze. Maybe fish freeze.
Freeze.
Fry fish. Fry.
Fish fry. You know what? I think it's please, but we'll come back. We'll double check that one too. Apparently, none of us are paying attention.
Really, I'm lacto-vegetarian, so my
maybe please.
No, that's true. Okay, all right. So
fish curry.
I think it's please. We'll check it after we do the other ones because if we look at the answers, we're cheating then. So what about this one? And for
Mains.
Yes, mains. It was with an S. Mm-hmm. The pizza, please. And for
dessert.
Very good. And I'll
see you later.
He's still eating his food. He just ordered.
Or something like that.
I'll come later.
I'll choose
order.
I think it's order. I'll order. Let's go ahead and check this out. Means okay, so this is please. Okay, so I was right there, and yep, order is the right one for the other one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Order.
Well, very good. So one moment, I'm just gonna take this off so I can say hi to everybody. So we'll stop that. Okay, great. Well, that was a lot of fun. So that was fantastic. I do have more material for this type of class, so we will definitely come back to this topic about food and the activities and things like that. So how is everything so far? Peter, what did you think of your first Intengo class on air?
Sorry, it's nice. I like it, yeah.
Well, good. We like it too, so.
It was interesting. Especially the part when we need to guess. But we need to guess the missed words.
Well, it's also good to think of other vocabulary, instead of I want to book a table, I want to reserve, I want to, it gives you different vocabulary. So it makes you think a little bit, which is good. Then we're not always repeating the same thing over and over again. So wonderful. I do have another class. I'll put my schedule over here. My next class is on Saturday. It should be about idioms, if I'm correct this time. So be sure to come for that. If not, you can always watch the classes through the YouTube channel. Thomas has that. Excuse me. Otherwise, the Intenga.com, if you're registered, that's great. Peter, for example, if you're not, we do have a Facebook page. Okay, so you can always join there if you're not part of it. And that's it. So I'd like to say thank you for joining. And okay, yep.
Thank you.
Thanks again. And we will hopefully see you on Saturday. Okay, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thank you very much.
See you next time.
See you.
Thank
You're very welcome. Okay,
Bye.
goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.